Ain't I have Steppin with Marcus J live from the Den. Legacy Internet Radio. Thanking everybody for rocking with us tonight. We appreciate 804-402-2893 is the number to dial if you want to be a part of tonight's discussion. We're thanking those folks that were checking us out on Facebook Live, bringing it back up literally right now as we speak. So shout out to y'all. Thank you to those folks that are checking us out on their replays right now on YouTube as well as on iTunes. Y'all rock with us. We roll with y'all. It's time for the Dating Pool Diva. Grab the mic. It's time for the Diva Diaries. She always likes to hear her music, so I'm playing it. I can't play it too loud, but it's on there. It's playing.
Okay,
the folks that are listening to it, you just have to trust me on it.
How am I supposed to do my dance?
It's awkward whether you can hear it or not. So just go ahead and do it, even if you can't hear it.
I'm dancing.
We all weirded out when you do it.
Y'all love when I do that. The Diva Dougie.
Only if love is weird.
All right. Well, I'm going to start off the Diva Diaries with a little bit of fun, and then I'm going to progress towards more serious topics. Our first blog topic from the Dating Pool blog book written by myself is we all have our preferences on what we want our mate to possess as far as qualities go. But what are you willing to let slide for the essence of a good person? Okay, I'm going to repeat that for those who don't listen that well. We all have our preferences. Don't look at me, listen, you be the main one. We all have our preferences on what we want our mate to possess as far as qualities go. But what are we willing to let slide for the essence of a good person? So I'm going to direct this to Shayna, since you had the reaction there.
All right. I was eating.
I'm sorry. I put on the spot at the wrong time.
All right. So there are two things that I will let slide in this situation.
Okay.
One would be conviction. If you've been a convict.
Okay.
That would be one. I'm a true believer of people starting over and becoming better people after they allegedly committed crimes. Sometimes they did not commit crimes.
Right.
Sometimes they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I would know that. Two, age.
Age, you will let age slide. So if he's 82 years old, you'll let that slide?
Now, 82 might be a little grandpa-ish. I'm 30 years old. I like to date at least 10 years older, so I like to start at least 40 and up.
Okay.
But I mean, 80 is too far.
Yeah, that's too far-fetched.
Anna Nicole Smith. Shout out to her and her spirit, because believe me, baby, we out here.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your comments. Mr. Lucia over there, I'm going to direct this to you. What would you let slide with that special lady?
Thank you. I would have to say, it's kind of hard for me, honestly, because I'm open-minded. I don't really have high expectations per se. I just, a woman that has, morals, cares about herself, cares about other people. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sorry. I'm a little thrown off.
So no flaws could, you could let it slide.
I would say if you're not willing to improve yourself, that's still, if you're not willing to improve yourself, then that would be something I couldn't let slide.
Right.
Something I could let slide. I would say maybe where you're at in life.
Okay.
But at the same time, I would like you to be on that track of trying to improve yourself too, because just type of person I am. I'm constantly seeking to improve, and if you're trying to improve, I can help you to improve too.
Okay. So you would let that slide. If they're not quite there, but they're almost there, or they're on the path to get there.
Working towards it, yeah.
Okay.
So life's a work in progress.
That's right. I agree with that.
We're getting a hit in Facebook Live. Our sister LM says that she has a very low tolerance and unwilling to compromise. However, She's at the point in her life where she tries to be open-minded with criminal backgrounds, no murderers or anything, but I could deal with a drug conviction is what she's saying.
Okay.
My brother Larry is checking us out. What's up, Larry? It's been a while since we've seen you checking us out. Thank you, brother. Thank you for checking us out. So he's just saying peace to us, and he's happy that he can actually watch on a live feed because of work. He normally listens to us. I think I shouted out our brother Trayvon earlier. If I didn't, I'm shouting him out now. Our brother Trevor down in South Carolina in Myrtle Beach is checking us out. Sheila is checking us out. My sister Lady Z is checking us out. Ain't no half step with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio, 804-402-2893. Diva.
Okay. Thanks for the comments. I appreciate everyone. LM, I especially appreciate you because you've been very supportive. Coming to my Author Fest on Saturday, I really appreciate that. So stay tuned, keep listening in, and give your comments. I'm going to direct this to Miss Ashley. So what do you think? You need me to read the question, or you have an
I
opinion?
think I remember the question.
Okay.
We all have our preferences.
Okay.
I think overall I am rather open-minded. I do have things that my must-haves. Mm-hmm. There are certain things that you must have in order for us to date. But there are two things that were on my must-have that I have changed as I evolve as a person.
Okay.
And one was never being married before. I said I will not date anybody that's been married before. Mm-hmm. But as I evolve, I am learning that that's really not a big deal. And actually, honestly, as of late, the gentlemen that I have dated who were in committed relationships before actually treated me better, than those that weren't. So, and the other one was children. I used to never want to date anybody that had children. Now you can have children. They just need to be old.
Right.
They just need to be old.
Yes.
Well, we need to be talking like teenage. Way older.
Yeah. I would say
we're moving into adulthood, but but it used to be 0, none,
Right.
So now it's like, I'm stepping forward,
I've always felt that way too. Like if they just had a baby recently, then I would be suspicious of what's going on with you and the mother. Is there drama? All of that. So yeah, I agree. Older children, maybe.
And actually, you know what? My issue, if it was a baby, yes, I would think about what's going on with the mom. But my father is an excellent father, even to me as an adult. He's been that way. But one thing that made him excellent is he was so hands-on. Mm-hmm. So and honestly, him being so hands-on, he couldn't be with anybody but my mom, which happened to be his wife. That's just how hands-on he was. So that matters to me as a father. It matters to me that you are as good as a father and as hands-on with your children as my dad was with me. So that means I couldn't date a guy who has a kid, an infant, a toddler, or even somebody in high school, even somebody in middle school, maybe high school, the kids kind of have their own thing. Mm-hmm. But I just couldn't do it because you wouldn't have no time for me in the way that I want that time.
Right.
Let me make that clear, in the way that I want that time. Because kids require a lot of attention.
And you're basically stepping into that role of kind of like stepmother, having to be a role model for that child. And they may not accept you.
And that's the truth. They may not accept you.
Okay.
We getting a hit from my brother Dan. My brother Dan is checking us out. What's up, brother? You told me that you would check us out. You checking us out. Shout out to you, brother. Our brother Ellis Crum, who is a part of Enliven Radio, is checking us out. And I think I shouted out you a little earlier. He's checking us out. Diva.
All right. I'm going to continue with Lissa P. What do you think? What would you let slide?
Oh, slide, dang! I have my mind so set on what Nat slide because I was going to say you must have your 4 tops and your 4 bottoms. Teeth are very important.
Yes,
like for
they
real.
are, girl.
So if the 4 tops is missing or the 4 bottoms, there is
I
an
like
issue.
him to have most of his teeth.
But I feel like probably I would let age slide because I feel like somehow, some way, shape, or form, I can end up your beneficiary. So if you're older than me, by all means, so age, yes.
Okay, so he can be 82 literally with you. Okay. All right. So you're going to get your sugar daddy.
When Shayna said Anna Nicole Smith, do you know how much that lady got?
Shout out
from
to
that
Anna
90
Nicole
and you a man,
Smith.
she got about $82 million.
She was the best who ever did it.
Yes.
That is
Rest
not
in
love,
peace,
though,
my
Mr.
rich boo.
P.
You know what?
You didn't say nothing about love. You said, what would I let
You
slide?
wanna know something?
You didn't say slide with love.
I think
you
Anna
said
Nicole
slide.
Smith learned to love him, though. She learned to love that man.
For 82 mil, I would learn to love you too, but what? Oh, okay.
Everything, John.
Yes, sugar. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you
Okay.
did. I need to insert love in there somewhere, I guess. Be more specific.
I think she might have loved him, though.
Yeah.
On a different level. No, it's levels to love.
All right. Marcus J., what do you think?
I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
If you were out there dating, what would you let slide?
That's a tough one. I mean, because it varies. You know what I mean? Like, you can say, I have it in my mind, I will let this slide.
What about moles on her face?
Yeah, see, now you making fun of me. That's a deal breaker because as a man, I'm gonna address that.
Are you serious,
I'm gonna address
Marcus Moles is
that.
a...
No, don't even stop. just don't stop. I'm gonna address
Right
that
on the
for
lip.
I'm gonna address that for the new listeners because we know we always got new listeners. I am someone, Facebook Live. If you have a mole anywhere in the goatee line or anywhere prominent on your face, I can't rock with you. I just can't. It is an absolute turn off.
Marcus, it is a
and
natural thing.
I'm afraid of moles more than I'm afraid of the cops.
What is it going to do to you? What is up? What is it going to do
Like
to
I had
you?
this thing like one day I'm gonna be hugging or kissing and real close, and then like it's gonna like jump up and be like Ant-Man and run down the side of my face and do something crazy to me. Yeah, man, I can't do
Marcus,
most.
that's very superficial.
It is, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to be superficial. Like I can't do.
I thought I was bad. You
I can't do
He
moles.
doesn't even care if it's raised. It could be flat, but
So
if
just-
I can do like
it
a
beautiful?
like I got a I don't
don't
know
like
where it
those.
is. I got a mole.
Oh, you
like
talking about
you
them
see like
hairy
this little
moles.
black mole I got on my arm
Yeah,
right
like
here.
the flat
You see that? I could do something like that. But if it's a mole that has like a zip code on your face, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyway,
So if
get
you
back
love this person,
I wouldn't get to the point where I would love her. I would never get to the point where I would love her.
You don't know that, Marcus.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Because as a dude,
Would you pay for her to go get it dermatologically
I wouldn't
removed?
be with her long enough for me to
you-
love her enough
if
to pay for it.
hypothetically you met
You're not
this
hearing
dope
me.
person. I mean, she was dope beyond.
She's got a
belief.
mole, man.
Oh my God.
She got a mole, yo.
Yeah, he's always been funny about it. And it used to be you couldn't have the beauty mark. Because remember when we were younger, we would put that little dot right there like
Yeah.
Janet Jackson? Remember that?
Janet Jackson.
He like them?
Janet Jackson turned into like Alfred Woodard or like Cicely Tyson when she did that.
Scared of Alfie Wood.
Nah, that's not the
No,
one.
it's what's her
Angela
name?
Whitfield.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
no, what's her name?
Lynn Whitfield.
Yes.
Now,
He's
let me just
afraid
be
of her.
clear.
Yes, Lynn Whitfield.
I'm not afraid of her.
Yes, you are. She walked in right now.
I
You were
just
going to
don't
take
like her. I just don't like her, Lucia. Bruh, I don't like her.
Everybody has their deal breakers. Everybody has their deal
Yeah.
breakers.
So, but anyway, let me get back to the real question.
Yeah, the real question.
The real question is it varies. It can vary based upon a person. You deal with certain things with different people because you have other things that are so strong in a person. You like, you know what? I like this part about you so much that I could put up with this.
What if
But-
she was a former drug addict?
That's a tough one, and again, that's one of those things. Like I just said it a minute ago, it really does depend because
Define
if I've
drug
gotten,
addict.
You
yeah,
used
I
to
mean,
use crack 20 years ago.
I mean, crack. I'll be honest with you. As bad as crack is, it's not like she's shooting shit in her arm. Like to me, that
A
like,
dope head.
like a dope head, like heroin would be like a deal breaker. Like you know, drugs are drugs. True,
Except for
I can
weed.
dig it, but we asking me how I feel about it. If you did crack 20 years ago, but you got that chip in your pocket that says that you ain't did crack in 19 years, I think I could rock with you.
A chip. They got a chip in your
I
pocket.
just
I need to get
y'all
hip
gonna
with
take
the-
everything
When you go to
literally.
AAA and they
Y'all gonna take everything I say
There
literally.
was a new
like-
chip out that proves that you.
But I'm gonna tell you the one drug
Nowadays.
that if that drug is in your history that I can't never ever rock with you is heroin. Cause you gotta stick a needle in your arm and I don't know where them needles been. That's
But
nasty.
20 years ago. they
Well,
ain't
Marcus,
use it
there's
no
some
more.
people out here who is reformed, but I understand you saying that's your.
We talking about heroin.
Okay.
Well, I think the
drug is a
issue-
drug. It's all on the same.
I just
level.
don't think a drug is a drug because
I do.
because the United States government thinks that weed is a drug. I don't think weed
that's
is a drug.
plant.
Again, that's what you think, and I agree with you. But if you get caught with it in the wrong place, your ass going to jail
For 50
because it's a
years.
drug.
Your ass, you going to crack jail.
You gonna go to
Heroin
jail with crackheads and heroin addicts.
automatic minimum,
Yes.
mandatory minimum.
Yeah.
Sentence. Still have mandatory
Yeah,
minimum.
it's different.
Yes, you would go.
Unless
Some are 30, some are 50 years.
Unless you in Colorado, Washington State, or Alaska, I know the state.
No, but
Washington.
But you
Oh, Washington, D.C., hometown.
See, baby,
DC's
it's self-
decriminalized.
DC
Yeah.
is no.
Yes.
Don't get it messed up. Don't
Yes.
misunderstand the law in DC. You if you have the wrong amount or if you get caught the wrong way, your ass could still go to jail.
But you can still grow it and smoke it in your own home.
Yes.
Raise them.
Honey,
And-
right.
but you know-
and you can still offer some to your friends and family.
by
So,
selling the T-shirt.
I mean, we better.
Yes. A real
selling
tight.
T-shirts over here, $20 a
For
piece.
real, girl. T-shirts and cupcakes, honey. And spirit
right.
candles.
Spirit candles.
I hope I answered your question appropriately.
Yes, you
Diva.
did. Let's transition here to another question.
It's the serious.
All right. No, we haven't gotten serious yet. This is still kind of lighthearted. It's up y'all alley, new ages. Yeah.
We got
Oh, yeah.
hold on
Love
before we do that. Let me see. We got a couple of things. All right, Dan, I agree with you, brother. Dan, my brother Dan is saying that he agrees with me on heroin. Why would anyone ever want to do that? Is beyond him. And I got to give another special shout out. I told y'all earlier that my mom's was checking us out. Now I got my pops checking us out. What's up, Pop?
Pops.
What now? What's up, Pop? All right, Diva.
All right. So, yeah, this is right up you guys' new age alley. You know, we're going to talk about, this type of stuff y'all talk about. All right. People are desperately
Y'all talk
seeking.
about shit. God damn, what the hell does that mean? Y'all talk about.
The new age group.
So you
over
ain't
there
part
that
of the y'all?
Well, I'm 30.
Well, I don't. Well, kinda I am.
You kind of part of
But
the
I'm
y'all?
not as deep as them, though.
How you
like
know?
they got to teach me how to.
What is the please define
Yeah.
the age group of the new age group? What is that age?
Yeah, First Lady.
What is
No,
that?
I ain't
sir.
talking about age. I'm talking about like their deepness with the new agesness. If
Like
that's
pop
a word.
culture.
No,
Pop
no.
culture.
I'm gonna read this. Y'all gonna know what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
because I have no idea what she's talking
Okay.
about.
girl.
People are desperately seeking that special person at some point during their lifetime. We search high and low, looking through the personals, reading our daily horoscopes, and even getting our palms read, all in the name of love. Is there such thing as a soulmate? If so, do you think you have met yours? That's what I mean by new age,
I
horoscopes,
see what
palm
you're
reading,
saying.
things of that
I'm
sort.
going to bring that to another different level. A soulmate isn't necessarily someone that you are romantically involved with.
Right.
Now, this is going to go a little bit higher than the surface level, okay?
Spiritual.
So we're going to take this up a notch. A soulmate is someone that you were, I want to believe, someone that we are created with, a twin flame, I think. They're not necessarily always in the same lifetime as us. Sometimes they're on the other side guiding us through this lifetime.
right.
And they're not necessarily a female or a male, or it's not necessarily romantic. What you got to say about this, Lucia? Ashley.
Go ahead. You call Lucia. He can go. I'll go second.
Okay, yeah. Your twin flame, to my understanding, is really just like a twin soul. You know, somebody that shares pretty much the same soul as you, or a very similar soul, and it's a mirror reflection of you. You know, and it's oftentimes like a fatal attraction type of connection, so deep that you can't you can't contain yourself type of thing. But you know, as far as soulmates goes, like anybody could be your soulmate, because in my understanding, a soulmate is really just somebody that comes into this life and affects your soul and teaches your soul in a deep, passionate. It doesn't have to be romantic. I agree with Shayna. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's just somebody that affects your soul, and you affect their soul growth and evolution. I think that you can have a life partner, yes, but as far as soulmates go, it can be many people in your life, and oftentimes is.
Okay. All right.
I actually agree with the both of them. Maybe not so intense as Lucia was saying about the fatal attraction type situation. I don't think it's a killer cam type of deal, but your soulmate really does not have to be somebody that you are romantically involved in. I am I love my boyfriend 100%, but I wouldn't necessarily say he's my soulmate per se. Right. Even though we do connect on a soul level. So, I don't want to get too deep in it, but I don't feel that we were, as Shayna said, I don't think that our souls were created together. I don't think that. Okay. So, but, that doesn't mean that, your sister, your mom, your best friend could be your soulmate, you know.
Okay.
We getting a shout out from our sister Monica Ball checking us out. She been here in this room, here in the den. Shout out
Monica.
to you. Thank you for checking us out. Yes. Diva, 804-402-2893. Those folks on Facebook Live, I know that you are checking us out. Y'all watching the video. If y'all hear anything, you want to call 804-402-2893. That goes to those folks that are listening to the live Legacy Internet Radio feed. Ain't no how Steppin with Marcus J. Diva.
Okay, Lucia has something he wanted to add.
I do, and it's a good question. I really like that question from my perspective anyway, for what it's worth. But
thank you.
I think in our culture, especially Western culture, the whole idea of a twin flame is over-romanticized. Yeah. And love in general is over-romanticized. And it's really, it should be natural and flow and work and stuff, but you still got to put in work too. But as far as like the twin flame thing goes, just from your perspective or your question, I don't necessarily think twin flames and soulmates are the exact same thing. Right. But I have met my twin flame in this life, and I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and we're not connected in any type of way romantically or beyond that. Right. And so that's not the highest form of a relationship that you can have. It could be with somebody that, you just have a deep soul connection with, and y'all grow and y'all vibe. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well.
Right. Okay, let me ask you guys before I move on. Lissa P, you'll be next after this. Okay. What do you think the percentage or the amount of people who meet their soulmate on a romantic level? They're spiritual and it's romantic at the same time. They married or they got involved with their soulmate.
I'm just guessing, but I would say it's less than 10%.
Very, very small percentage.
That's what I would say. Okay. Most definitely less than 50%.
So we all out here looking for our soulmate.
No, I just feel like in American culture, I agree with what he's saying. We just over romanticizing it, and we're soulmate, somebody. It really is a deeper situation. It's not just somebody that you enjoy spending time with, somebody that you have pillow talk with, somebody you make love to, share intimacy with. That's not, soulmate is much more than that. And it's not even just somebody that you pray with. It is much more than that. So I could be, honestly, just like what he said, he met his twin flame, but y'all are not romantically involved. And so, and you might actually spend much more time, and you could possibly have a deeper connection with the person that you are actually romantically involved with.
Right, I agree.
But that doesn't mean that they're not as important as your twin flame. So.
Okay. Yes. All right. I got more questions, but I could go on and on with this.
We getting a hit from our brother Coach Reggie is checking us out now. Coach Reggie is checking us out.
Exclusive interview tomorrow.
Yeah, tell us about that since we in that moment.
My bad, Coach Reggie. Thank you so much. Exclusive interview tomorrow on Enliven Radio here at Legacy Internet Radio. He is the president and coach of Capital City Reapers. So he will be in the building tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you.
We also getting a hit right now from our sister Vicky J. Vicky
Hey, Vicky J.
Vicky J, shouting you out, Ash. Vicky J is the person who fronts the Woke Squad.
The Woke Squad.
The Woke Squad, dope ass show
Yes.
that airs here on Legacy Internet Radio every single Friday night at 7 p.m. The Woke Squad. It's a dope show. If you like this show,
One of the best.
yeah,
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
If you like this
Yeah.
show, if you like Ain't No Hashtag on Marcus J, you gonna love the Woke Squad.
Hell yeah.
So you need to check
Yes.
our sister Vicky J and the crew out. Diva.
Okay. I got one more question for you guys. Okay. Then I'm gonna let you go. Let's see. All right. So, do you find your soulmate? Does a soulmate find you? Does it just come together at the same time? Like how does this twin flame come together?
Well,
Anybody that wants to answer.
I'll go. I still think that the whole soulmate thing is like kind of, there's some gray area in the question just a little bit, because I think that like we have soulmates, people that affect our soul and that we grow with and things like that. Now, like a life partner, somebody that you spend your life with, that's a different story, you know. And I think that it can happen through happenstance, but before we come into this life, we oftentimes know certain events that are going to take place in our life, and when those things are going to take place in our life, and our soul knows that, but our conscious mind, our subconscious mind, our conscious mind might not know that, subconscious mind might know that, but it can just happen through happenstance. And I think that the more we develop ourselves and grow on our spiritual path, and not just our spiritual path, but physical, mental, emotional path, and develop as individuals, that increases the likelihood of attracting the mate and that partner that is better suited for you to evolve and to grow and to cherish and to love and to make, I mean, all of it, you know. But it's a matter of developing self, you know. That's what I think anyway.
Okay, that was a great answer. Thank you. Because I was thinking on a spiritual level that time, you know, how do you know that you have connected with your soulmate? I guess you will know when that happens.
Well, I'm not thinking on the spiritual level. Everybody I meet, I'm like, oh, he must be my soulmate.
All right.
I'm just saying.
All right, Lisa P., what do you think about the question?
Now, see, really, I would need to know where the origin or who came up with the word soulmate and what it actually meant to them to bring it up. But for what everybody's thinking about as far as that connection piece, I have found my soulmate. I know that for a purity fact, because this is the person that I can't go a day without talking to. No matter what they do, the most... I can't say the F word. Okay, the most messed up crap that they can do, some way, shape, or form, I can find around it. Is that being gullible or letting them walk all over top of me? No, because it's certain things. So certain things that people may be like, oh, blah, and not talk to the next person about. I'm like, all right, look, we need to talk about that because we've been cool for too long. You know, this is the person that, can we have booty duty? Yeah. Can he be with somebody else, which sounds like some crazy shit, you know, and the essence of, okay, really, if that soul tie is not with us and somebody else is going to make you happy, but I know you really want to be with me, am I the dumb chick? Whatever, call it what you may. But in the end, yes, that's the person who has my heart, regardless of what they do. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to do it to you. I don't want to talk to you. I want to call them with my woes from work, from my woes with hanging out with all of my girls, and everything else. So yes, I know for a fact that I have found my soulmate. How it would end up in the end, if we can continue to stay together, I don't know. But even if they move on, I feel like that's still my soulmate. So I don't know if it's a soulmate that you have to be with forever as far as a marriage contract, because that's what marriage is, a contract. But as far as the person that you connect with and you know that you cannot go without speaking to them one day, yes, I know I have that. So yeah.
That is great. All right, Marcus J., it's your turn.
I agree with the First Lady. I mean, you don't always find yourself spending all your time with your soulmate. You know, when we talk about a soulmate, this is the person that when you feel good, you want to rock with them. You feel bad, you want to rock with them.
Dang.
When they pissing you off, you want to rock with them.
Still wanna
When
rock
everything
with
is great, you want to rock with them. Now, when they pissing you off, you might need a little space, but you still want to rock with them. You know,
Ain't made me spit out my drink, yo. Let me just say
I
that.
saw that.
I'm sorry, Marcus. I spit on you. My bad.
I'm sorry. What you were saying was hitting home to me.
Yeah, man. Because
It don't matter. I
the
still
whole thing,
wanna rock with 'em.
the whole thing with the soulmate, though, it's like everybody seems to have or seems to think that they got it figured out when they talk about somebody else's shit.
Right.
But when we talk about
Right.
your shit, stay in your lane when we talking about my shit. Because you don't know what I go through and what I deal with and how I feel and when I feel about a specific person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when we talking about a soulmate, like that's when we talk the two flames,
Yeah, the twin flame.
the twin flames.
Right.
It's like I've never heard that phrase before tonight, but I've heard the phrase soulmate. I felt the phrase soulmate. I know what that is. I know what that feels like. And it's like, it's so personal.
Right.
It's so personal. And I don't like to play with it because it's real. Like the twin flames sounds to me like when we talked before a little while ago, it's like, I don't know. Like I think somebody said earlier, Ashley, it may have been you when we say this, we romanticize.
Yeah.
You know, I think when we say the twin flames, that to me is like when you romanticize
Yeah,
it. When you talk about a soulmate, it's like, you know what? I can't freaking stand you. I can't live without you.
Right.
And it may be the person who you're romantically linked to. It may not be. You know what I mean? Depends on your own situation. If it is your own situation, then so be it. You know, but if it's not, then it's not. But you know everything that happens that's good. Yo, let me tell you what happened, yo. Everything that happens that's messed up, yo. Today was such and such. Might be your best friend. Might, as a man, you don't want to hear that your best friend, your homeboy is your soulmate. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
If you're a heterosexual macho man, you don't want to hear that. But it might be. But it might be. But it might be.
Have to be romantic.
That's the point I'm making. Chances are it is though, but it doesn't have to be.
Not all the time.
But it doesn't have to be.
Marcus, your best friend who is a dude could be your soulmate.
But it doesn't have to be.
It don't have to be romantic.
But the point that I'm making is, for you, as an individual, you know who that person is.
Yeah.
And it don't matter. Now, whether you say it or not is the question. Are you required to say it or are you required to not to say it? Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Because if the person that you rock with knows, you know what, my life wouldn't be the same unless you was here living it with me. We can speak on other planes and stuff.
Oh, that sounded so sweet. That sounded like a Hallmark card.
I should start writing them joints. Yeah. She said no quick. Whether you share it or not, whether you're, as a dude, your homeboy knows that's how you feel. You know what I mean? Because it could get a little weird. It could get a little weird. But, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling. Diva, take over and take me from rambling.
Yeah, I got your point.
Yeah, I feel like I'm rambling. Because that shit is important to me. It's like, it's a
soulmate.
Yeah. It's a very poignant
don't have to be romantic.
subject.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. It's a poignant subject with me. Please, rescue me from rambling.
Okay, I'm going to rescue you. Now we're going to take a break. Let's take a break. Can we do that? And come back? Okay, we'll come back with a more serious topic.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. We're going to take a break. We're going to do one more topic. And then on the other side of that last topic, we definitely need to get into the light worker segment. We got our sister Shayna Latia and our brother Lucia. They are going to bring some seriousness to us, and I look forward to it. And Ashley, I'm sorry, Ashley. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. We shall be back in a few, y'all. Stay with us.
What's up, y'all? This is your man K Dub, and when I'm down on 285 down in Atlanta, GA, maybe on I-64 in Newport News, Virginia, or maybe I'm in Jersey City catching that light rail headed downtown to go into NYC, I'm always plugged in to Legacy Internet Radio, listening to Ain't No Half Steppin' with my man Marcus J. Check it out, y'all. Peace.